in the beginning, God created the heaven and earth, right? Familiar with that? And I want to make it really clear to you that there's one God. There's just one true God. There are many gods on this earth, lowercase g's, but there's one true God. And he's existed eternally. And at one point in his sovereign mind, he decided that he was going to create the earth. And he spent 6 days creating. And each day he made something new, and he said, wow, that's good. That's good. So on the 6th day he made men. He made Adam. And he made Adam with the intent that he would have a creation that would choose to worship him. It would choose. It would have a free will that could determine from day to day whether or not they would commit their lives to God. Now, God was also very good to Adam. He made Eve to be a companion. And so Adam and Eve dwelt together as friends in the garden, walking in the cool of the day with God himself, Jesus Christ. And they walked together, and there was a friendship, and there was a bond. And there was only one command. There was only one law, there was only one rule, and the rule was, do not eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. That was the one command that they had. And over time, as people often do, we grow restless, don't we? And Eve was susceptible to a lie told by Satan himself. And the lie was spun, and the lie was cunning, and the timing was right. And Eve was convinced that she should take of the tree, and so she did. And Adam willingly walked into that sin with her. And they fell. And they took on a sin nature. And it was built into them. From that moment on, every bit of offspring that they would ever create would be built into their genetic code. That they would sin. And they would perpetrate against the living God. And for millennia, for thousands of years, God pursued man. He fought on their behalf. He performed miracles before them. He called to them in love. And yet they continually found themselves in the same place they were in the garden, in sin. Entrenched, and not just in sin, but belligerent, in opposition to him. And millennia after millennia passes, generation after generation. And finally God says no more. And so he sent himself. He sent his son. He sent Jesus Christ into the world to retrieve us, to make himself known, to live that perfect life, to love, to adore us, to be the example of what we should have been all along. And then willingly give his life so that those of us who know our sins would have a way to him. And so for all of the wretched and all of the miserable, all of the liars, all of the depressed, all of the frustrated, all the disappointed people of the world might have hope. And if we simply repent of our sin, acknowledge it for what it is death, and call upon his name, he would save us.